In this video, we look back at one of the most pointless rematches in boxing history.
And look at the speed of the champion, Sanchez.
When Danny Lopez won the WBC featherweight title in 1976 and won his next 8 defenses by knockout, he looked like a very good champion.
I have a hard time finding a place to hide if I can get in there and land my shots.
In 1980, Lopez was a big favorite once again, as he faced off against the unknown Salvador Sanchez.
Oh, he's in real bad trouble, Tim. You got to come up with the best survival test of all time to go, this kid is hurting him with every punch now.
Sanchez shocked the world by completely outclassing Lopez and getting the stoppage victory.
Blocked the right hand with the left hand high. He's fighting a perfect fight so far.
On the left and white, 21 years of age. What a job he's doing. Salvador Sanchez has done a job on Danny Lopez.
And this kid's smart enough to take advantage of it.
He is hurt, isn't he?
He's really
hurt. Sanchez, the referee's going to stop it. The referee's going to stop it, that's it. There is a new featherweight world champion. WBC version, Salvador Sanchez from Mexico City.
Lopez wanted a rematch and got his wish 4 months later. When you see highlights like this from their first fight, it looks like the rematch would be one of the most pointless fights in boxing history. But at the time, it didn't seem so ridiculous. Today we know how great Sanchez was, but nobody knew who Sanchez even was back then. There was a chance that Lopez had an off night or was underprepared for their first fight. Lopez was a huge hitter. Look at that record. 39 knockouts from 42 victories. Within the first 10 seconds of the fight, Sanchez reminded Lopez that he could land his right hand at will.
Trunks are on the left, tried to throw the knockout punch. He lost the bout in the 13th round.
The commentators were already in awe of Sanchez's defensive skills after the minute of the fight.
With his back to us, look at the movements. Beautiful movements by the featherweight champion.
Notice this clean body work by Sanchez. Notice Sanchez getting up a nice left hook here.
75.
Remember that punch, we'll see more of it. The thing about Sanchez is that he really just loves the craft of boxing. He likes to perform one level up from his opponent and comfortably win his fights.
Right-hand leads are getting to Lopez.
However, if the opponent poses any significant threat, Sanchez will up his game immediately to stay one step ahead.
Oh, a tremendous right hand, and Sanchez now is beginning to land punches from long range.
In this fight, I think Sanchez was just having a good time and enjoying himself.
Oh, he walked right into a right-hand lead.
He really is in a different league to Lopez. I believe he's in a different league to everyone else also.
He's methodical, poised.
Sanchez knew that Lopez was iron-chinned. Lopez had taken everything in their first fight. To get a stoppage win against Lopez, you usually needed an accumulation of damage over the course of the fight. Lopez is a heavy puncher, but it's very hard to land clean punches on a technician like Sanchez.
That's a moving target. Using movement of the body for defense as the champion with his back to us.
I think Sanchez is letting Lopez throw punches in this exchange and basically saying to him, throw anything you want, you can't hit me, bro.
Lopez is just a little short of his target. Hard to hit, isn't he? Sanchez moving beautifully. Got speed of foot. Great body movement.
Sanchez can make Lopez pay for these misses, but right now he's happy just playing with Lopez. Occasionally, Sanchez picks some nice shots.
Going to try to knock you out. There was a good right hand. He's Wide World of Sports after this from our local stations. WBC Featherweight Championship. Champion of the Black Trucks landing with a right-hand lead.
This is the highest level of technical boxing. It's almost like Sanchez can predict what punches Lopez is gonna throw before Lopez throws them, and Sanchez easily avoids the punches.
Sanchez, the champion, on the left.
As the fight goes on, Sanchez starts to progressively land more punches.
Launching his own attack.
Notice he's not jabbing that much at all in this fight so far.
Strategy, well,
he's been using his sublime defense and occasional hard counters.
extremely clever counterpuncher. Can take the lead when he wants to.
Here's Sanchez setting up that big left hook again like we saw earlier.
Danny has taken, followed up, and look at the speed of the champion, Sanchez. He's trying to end it right 6. Can Denny survive? Well, we have about a minute and 40 seconds remaining in this 6th round. Throw the combinations, a right and a left hook, classic.
Notice Sanchez landing a beautiful left hook downstairs here. And he did it so effortlessly. If this is your first time seeing Lopez, you might be surprised by the amount of punishment he could take. As we know, Lopez is one of the hardest hitting featherweights of all time, and he's got a rock-solid chin. What's normal for him is not normal for regular fighters. He has no problem walking through clean punches to land his own because he believes in his power, but Sanchez always seems a few steps ahead. The truth is, he's probably hundreds of steps ahead.
Almost a complete display of boxing skills by the champion from Mexico.
In the championship rounds, Sanchez stepped on the gas. Look at those combinations. It's the 13th round, and look at how fresh Sanchez looks. One thing about Sanchez, he never gets tired in the ring. Along with the great Rocky Marciano, I think he's definitely the best conditioned fighter in boxing history.
Quick hands. Accurate flurry puncher, combination, searching.
In the 14th round, Sanchez is done playing with Lopez. He uses his slick head movement to get inside and lands a blistering combination.
Oh, and there Lopez is the champion, and that is all. 14th round. A wise move by Mills Lane.
I think the stoppage was good. Lopez was about to get surgically dissected.
Into the 14th round, Sanchez stopped the bout. Lopez wanted to continue, and here you see why. No defense. Mills Lane, great job for the referee.
Notice Sanchez waits to see what Lopez will throw, then he adapts.
Oh! All right, from another angle now, our ABC cameras replaying what they saw. See the knees buckle? That's always the first sign. Like the spaghetti we had this morning together, the legs. We're doing just that.
This was about as complete a boxing performance as you're gonna get.
We'll get the official bar in a moment. And after tremendous punishment, the champion retains his crown here for the 2nd time. The young man from a little suburb of Mexico City, both coming out of low depths, rising to heights because of the sport of boxing.
I really like the respect from Sanchez to wear Lopez's native Indian headdress. Both guys really respected each other.
Worn by him, and rightfully so. They exchanged sombreros before the first.
Thanks for watching this recap of a great fight. Anytime you get to watch Salvador Sanchez fight is a pleasure. See you in the next video.